In this video, we will talk about the reasons and technical elements, and we will shed light analytically on the reasons that led to Frances Tiafoe's victory today. Frances Tiafoe, a player for the world team, achieved his first ever victory over the former world number 1, the Russian Daniil Medvedev, by defeating him with a score of 3-6, 6-4, and 10-5 on the second day of the Laver Cup. Medvedev had won 5 previous encounters between them and started off great in Berlin, but his level dropped significantly and Tiafoe took advantage of that and won the second set and made his way strongly through the decisive tiebreak to put the world team in the lead with a score of 4-2. On a psychological level, not a tactical level, there was a difference between this match and their previous matches. He has gained more confidence in himself, and he is enjoying playing a lot at the moment. He is just trying to play the right way and compete as hard as he can. Here we will analyze the match technically. The first set was a high-quality match that seemed to improve as time went on, with Tiafoe prevailing in most of the exchanges at the net and each producing some impressive winners. Tiafoe had an early break point at 2-1, but a strong serve from the tall Russian got him out of trouble, and from there he started to pull away. A tired drop shot from Tiafoe to the net brought Medvedev a break point in the next game, and the world number 5 made no mistake, clinching the decisive break with a powerful shot from the line. Medvedev's defense and agility were evident, but Tiafoe continued to stay within striking distance, maneuvering his opponent around the court and reading his game well. But some unforced errors and a lack of concentration cost the American, who reached his second US Open semifinal last month and has enjoyed a strong comeback this summer. Medvedev is known for forcing his opponents into long, energy-draining rallies, something he excels at, and once again his opponents outplayed the increasingly lethargic Tiafoe. He lost his focus at the worst possible time, serving to stay in the set, and the Russian responded brilliantly to give him 3 set points. Tiafoe was given a short break after his opponent missed 2 poor shots, but a simple error from his opponent handed Medvedev the break in the set after just 38 minutes. The momentum swung Tiafoe's way almost immediately when he broke his opponent's serve in the opening game of the second set, and it was Medvedev's turn to look lethargic and make too many errors with his racket. The former US Open champion began to struggle with his serve, his first serve percentage dropping, and a series of inspired tennis from Tiafoe and some costly errors from Medvedev signaled the match was heading for a decisive tiebreak. As the second set progressed, the players played very differently on the court, with the ever-resilient Tiafoe trying to engage the crowd as much as possible and his equally energetic teammates urging him on. Medvedev, on the other hand, seemed more contemplative, sitting quietly on his bench during the changes, with the Team Europe players watching him anxiously and giving him a fairly wide berth. But there were moments of hilarity throughout the match as the crowd showed their admiration for his tennis. At one point, Tiafoe rushed to his opponent's side from the net to perform a salt ceremony-like celebration after Medvedev's particularly impressive win. Medvedev saved another perfect backhand from the line by breaking twice at 4-2, and forced Tiafoe to serve out the set at 5-4. A second hesitant Medvedev serve allowed Medvedev to take control of the match and gave him a glimmer of hope at 0-15, but he was unable to recapture his former form, and Tiafoe gave away the set with a poor serve. With the match tied at a set apiece, it was time for a tiebreaker for the first time in this year's Laver Cup. Medvedev's serve improved and his favorite outside serve continued to cause Tiafoe problems, as it had all day, but now the American looked ready, and began to prevail again as errors continued to pour off Medvedev's racket. Having anticipated another long serve, Tiafoe hit a brilliant and precise cross-court winner to give his team 4 match points. Medvedev netted a drop shot to give Tiafoe a break and a memorable win, sending Team World into raptures, now leading 4-2. Every match on Saturday is worth 2 points, with the stakes getting higher by the day as Team World seek a 3rd straight Laver Cup title. 4-time Grand Slam champion Carlos Alcaraz faces young American Ben Shelton, followed by a rematch between Alexander Zverev and Taylor Fritz, who met in lengthy matches at Wimbledon and the US Open earlier this year.